Using his legs, it's Benjamin. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Benjamin. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Still running at the 40. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Benjamin. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dante Moore. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Benjamin. Shows him the stiff arm.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Benjamin. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Benjamin. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they doesn't go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Breaks into the open. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job.
Caught, and he's got room. Puts him in the spin cycle. At the 20. All the way Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And that's exactly what they were looking for on this play. They draw up the wheel route. They get the matchup they want. Watch the running back come right off of it, start to wheel out to the flats. Great throw, and that dude just starts to turn the afterburners on. Big passing play for this offense.
They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. Going to the run, it's Benjamin. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee! The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Benjamin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking for room at the 25. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Maybe a crease. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Might be changing the route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So first down will open up the final period. Got enough space. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Moore. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The run inside. It's Benjamin. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Slithers into space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tried to find a seam for Moore, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Throwing Moore. They'll run the screen. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Could be an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dante Moore. Bringing the heat. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.